Hi guys, today I wanted to show you how I work the Nivea Urban Detox products into my skincare routine. I originally picked up 2 of the masks and really enjoyed them and went out and picked up the rest of the range. So I do have all 3 masks and I have the day cream and the night cream. There aren't any other products in this range, although I would love to see some kind of like a serum, a face wash, maybe an exfoliator. Those products would be amazing in this range. So I'm just going to use what I would normally use and then show you how I work that range into what I do every day. So I'm just going to go in with my cleanser. At the moment I'm using the L'Oreal Fine Flowers Gel Cream Wash. This is for dry sensitive skin and it's like a no soap face wash. So it's supposed to be like very gentle and not stripping for the skin. So I'm just going to wash my face with this guy. And lately I have been really enjoying the scrublet to wash my face. This one is from Soap and Glory, but you can get one from Boots' own range. I'm going to be doing a video soon on Boots' beauty tools that they have, because they've gotten some kind of cool things like face massager and stuff. So I'm going to be trying those out and let you guys know what I think of them. But there is a version of this by Boots' own brand that is cheaper than the Soap and Glory one, and this just helps get the just helps push the cleanser into your skin so you can get a really deep clean. So that's my face cleansed. And in the morning I just use the Pore defining mask. This is the self-heating mask with magnolia extract, and this just helps remove any excess impurities from your skin, well, from your pores, which your skincare should be doing, but this just gives it a little extra boost, and it helps sort of tighten the area around your pores. And I really enjoy this step. You apply the gel to damp skin, not soaking wet skin. So once you wash your face, just pat the excess water from your skin, but make sure your skin is still damp, and then you just massage it into the areas that you want your pores refining. So mine is usually my forehead lines, down my nose, the problem areas around my cheek, and taking a little bit into my smile lines here. And I do take a little bit onto my chin as well. And this is just a 1-minute mask, so it won't take too long. And I find this is perfect to do in the morning because it helps prepare your skin for makeup. Because this is pore refining, it kind of helps you skip that step of needing I'm just going to massage a little bit more water, and you can do that to increase the effectiveness. By using a pore refining mask, I was saying, sorry, it kind of frees you up from that need of using maybe a pore refining serum or pore refining primer or pore filling primer, depending on how bad your pores are. If you have like a light to moderate problem with your pores, this should, with continuous use, help you eliminate using a pore refining primer. And this, I believe, is a lot cheaper than most pore refining primers. And as I say, it only takes a minute, and it's a good skincare benefit as well. So I'm just going to let that sit on for a little while longer, and then I'll wash it off. Okay, so it's been on a little bit longer than a minute. I got a little distracted by the kids. So I'm just going to wash this off. And apart from like the larger pores, most of my like medium-sized to regular pores are fairly tightened up, fairly closed up. It actually helps you see where you need help in other areas where you might benefit from using maybe a pore strip or a more deep cleansing mask. But it definitely helps to refine that area and close up your pores a little bit for the day. Next I'm going to go in with a toner. The one I'm currently using is the Fine Flowers toner from L'Oreal. This stuff is a huge bottle, and it's for like dry sensitive skin, and it's more of like a really thick, like, it's a very, I don't want to say viscous, but it's a lot thicker than your average toner, more of like a gel liquid. So I'm just going to smooth this over my face. And because I've had that mask on just a little bit longer than normal, I can definitely feel it's dried my skin out a little bit. My skin does feel a lot tighter than it usually would. So definitely try to keep it to the minute. Don't be all like, oh, I need even more pore tightening, I'm going to leave it on longer. No, follow the instructions. And as you can tell from me using products for dry, sensitive skin, I do have normal to dry skin. As most of you know, I have recently had a baby and my hormones are still settling down. So I did used to have normal combination oily skin, and now it's leaning more to the normal dry side. So I'm just taking some oil drops onto my cheek just so I have some extra hydration. You could go in with whatever serum that you like. I do this because I find the moisturizer that goes along with this range just isn't quite hydrating enough. So I just put a little bit of that in. I've taken like maybe 6 drops just to get a little extra hydration. The oil that I'm using is the Smoothing Facial Triple Age Renewal oil from Boots. They don't carry this anymore, but they do still make the rosehip oil from this range, so I'll link that one down below. And for eye cream, I'm using the Age Perfect one from L'Oreal. I think this is the one with, it's either Pro Calcium or Pro Collagen. I can't quite remember. But it's just a nice thick moisturizing cream. I used to use one from Nivea, from their Daily Essentials. They used to do a really nice hydrating eye cream in a pot, but they've since discontinued it. Nivea, if you're watching, bring it back. I love that stuff. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with the Daily Essentials Urban Skin Defense Day Cream. This has SPF 20 in it. This is a very nice light gel cream. I think it would be perfect for anyone who has oilier skins. If you're looking for a nice light hydration, this is definitely a nice light hydration. If you do have drier skin, you could probably get away with layering it, like putting on one layer and then putting on another. I wouldn't recommend putting lots on at once because it does tend to feel a bit slimy, for lack of a better word, because it is a gel. If you put too much gel on, it feels really goopy and slimy on your face, and it'll take a long time to absorb. Whereas if you just go in with a couple of, you could either do what I do and put something underneath it for extra hydration, or go in with 2 layers of moisturizer. So that's what it looks like in the jar. As you can see, I've used a fair bunch of it. I've been using this product for like maybe 3 or 4 weeks now. This also says it has SPF 20 in it. I'm not entirely sure if it's a mineral sunscreen or a chemical sunscreen. I will have to look that up. But the amount of this that you would apply, even if it was a chemical sunscreen, I don't think it would be enough to actually give you adequate sun protection. So I do still go in with my own sun protection. I'm currently using the Sultan Once Face Advanced 8-Hour Protect, and this is SPF 50+, and it's got the 5-star UVA UVB rating. So yeah. And I just go in with this as well. And this gives me sun protection as well as extra hydration. So that's my current morning skincare routine. Alternate days I will use an exfoliator. Currently I'm using the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin one. But in the next clip you will see my evening skincare routine with the other two face masks. So in this portion of the video I'm going to show you how I incorporate the other two face masks into my skincare routine, and those are the purifying face mask with white clay magnolia extract and the moisture mask with green tea and hyaluronic acid. So first things first, I am going to take off my makeup, and to do that I use the Botanic's Hydration Burst Dual Action Cleanser. This is an oil, almost empty oil. This is just an oil cleanser that's in a gel, so it makes it easier for application. I'll just put this on dry skin and take it over my eyebrows and my eye makeup, and then just wash it off with warm water. And I'm just going to go in with the same cleanser that I used in the morning, the Fine Flowers from L'Oreal. Sometimes might choose to use a more purifying cleanser, something like the Gelacla from Lancome. But just going to go in with this one just now. So I just clipped my hair back again because it was just getting everywhere. So first of all, I'm going in with the clay mask, and it says apply generously to, where does it say specifically? Forehead, nose, and chin. So basically where your pores are the most likely to be larger, because that's where most of the dirt collects, is in our large open pores. It does say to avoid the eye and lip area. Now unfortunately this isn't the best light to show in, but this mask does actually have a bit of a gritty texture to it, so as you wash it off it does actually give a little bit of an exfoliation. I will say as it sits on the skin it does have a bit of a tingle to it. I'm not particularly sure what it is that makes it tingle, but just like along my cheekbones is where it tingles. I think maybe it's what the magnolia does. I'm not entirely sure. You just leave this on your skin for roughly a minute. Same with the pore refining mask that I did this morning. Don't go over the time. Play with it a little bit if you want to. If you go over the time, that's on you. But I would not recommend going over the time. In effect, if you have maybe drier skin, maybe go even less. But these masks are designed for daily use, I believe. It's in the daily essentials range. But this one in particular says use daily. I don't think the other ones do. No, it's just the clay one that says use daily, but with it being in the daily essentials range, you would assume that it's suitable for daily use. But yeah, you just play about with it, find your skin's tolerance. Like with the pore refining mask, I left it on a little bit too long and I found it dried out my skin a little bit. With this one, it's just kind of tingles. It's not uncomfortable, but it's not, it's not relaxing. So I am going to wash this off now. And as with most face masks, I do find it is a little bit stubborn to remove sometimes. And I feel like I'm going to look really red in the camera. It's not actually that red in person, it's just there is a touch of flushness to my skin, but I don't look as red as I look in the viewfinder, if that makes sense. Like my skin is slightly irritated, but not, you know, it's not like a reaction irritated. If you want to see a reaction irritated, you should see it when I put on a witch hazel mask. That's, yeah, no. So next I'm going to go in with the moisturizing mask, and again this goes all over the face. Apply gently to cleanse face, avoid the eye and lip area. So just follow the instructions. Now this mask you leave on, and you're supposed to either massage in the excess or remove with a cotton pad, and every time I've used it I just can't bring myself to do it. I've either had to wash it off or cleanse it off with a toner. I just don't like the feeling of having that excess product on my skin. So yeah, that's kind of why I use this product at night, because sometimes I don't have the time in the morning to faff around with, am I going to wash it off? Am I going to take it off with a toner? So that is that on there. So again, I'm just going to leave this on for a minute, and then I'm going to take it off with a toner. I do find that when it dries, sometimes if you have like bits here where you can actually see it visible, if you leave it on a little bit too long, that bits will dry like that. I once left this on for I think it was 10-15 minutes. I left it on. I got distracted while I was doing other things, and I came back and it was all like dried and cracked in my face. My face felt amazing afterwards, but there was no massaging that into my skin. So yeah, it kind of feels like when you try and massage it in, like I said with the day lotion, when you try to apply too much with it, it feels a bit slimy. That's kind of what this feels like when I try to massage it in. I love how it makes my skin feel. I just don't like how it feels on my skin, if that makes sense. Which is why I tend to choose to remove it rather than massage it in. Okay, so it's been about a minute. So what I'm going to do now is remove the excess with a dry cotton pad. When you remove it, you can actually see it. I don't know if you can kind of see the bluish tint. If I just angle the light, can you see it better? Maybe not. I think I showed it in my first impressions of these products, but when you remove it with the cotton pad, you can actually see the product, the bluish tint of the product on the cotton pad. And it just kind of freaks me out to think of that bluish cast on my skin for some reason. I don't know. I'm just weird, guys. And next I'm going to go in with some toner. This is the Fine Flowers toner from L'Oreal, like I used this morning. Just use a gentle toner to remove this. Nivea actually do a nice one if you're looking to stay within a brand. They do a nice one in the Daily Essentials range. Next I go in with my eye cream. I don't use an oil or I don't always use an oil or a serum at night. It depends on which product I'm using. Tonight I'm using a vitamin C cream, so I don't actually use a serum with it. So I just go straight in with my eye cream. And this is just the same eye cream that I used in the morning, the Age Perfect from L'Oreal. And the vitamin C cream that I'm using is the Q10 Plus C from Nivea. This is the Skin Sleep Cream, and it comes in a sealed metal tube, and you just push it out and apply it to the skin. I'll also take this down onto my neck. I don't know why, but I've just been keeping it in the box. So yeah, this just kind of perks up the skin. It's a bit of a vitamin C does a bit of brightening for the skin. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a bit of contact time, a little bit of time for it to sink in before I go in with my night cream. So I'll give this about a minute to sink in. Okay, and to finish off, I'm just going to go in with the night cream from the Urban Skin Detox range. As you can see, I haven't actually used as much of this as I have of the day cream. I was finishing off a few other night cream products. This is more of a thicker, heavier gel cream. It's still the same, it's still lighter than most night creams, I will say that. So it's great for maybe during the summer where you don't want anything like claggy and heavy on your skin. I think if the day cream was this consistency, it would probably be a lot more hydrating for me, and I wouldn't have to use a serum underneath it. So that's how I integrate the Urban Skin products into my daily routine. I know it seems a bit much doing like 3 masks a day. Admittedly, I don't do them every day, but when I do all of them, this is how I would do them. Sometimes I won't do the purifying mask, or sometimes I won't do the moisture mask. It just depends on how I feel my skin is that day, but I almost always use the purifying mask because it sets my skin up for the day. It really, really does. Or if it's day that I'm not wearing any makeup and I'm just bumming around the house, I'll use the moisture mask in the morning. But as I said at the start of the video, because these products are supposed to be all about declogging the skin, all about city skin, and how in the city where our skin is more subjected to pollutants, and pollutants help magnify the damage that free radicals do to the skin. I think it would be really interesting if Nivea did come out with a specific face wash and an exfoliator to go along with this range to target those specific points, to like a purifying face wash that didn't dry out the skin too much, if that makes sense. Although I get that's the idea behind all the face masking. But you know, for your days when you don't have time to do the face mask, I know they're just a minute a piece, but sometimes you just don't have a minute. And a purifying, detoxifying face wash would be perfect. There was a face wash I used to use. It was by Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder used to do a clay face wash, and it was amazing. I've seen a few brands come out with something similar that I haven't tried, so I can't comment on them. But something along those kind of lines I think would be good in this range. But anyways, let me know what your thoughts are if you've tried any of these products. I would recommend giving them a go, especially that they're readily available and you can pick them up in I know you definitely get them in Boots, that's where I picked up mine, but I believe they're available in wherever Nivea products are sold, so like your local supermarkets, Superdrug, your local chemist will probably carry them, and they're very fairly affordable. Nivea's almost always on some sort of special offer in Boots, and so yeah, I would highly recommend trying them. I think anyone from any skin type would be able to find a product within this range that would benefit them, whether you have moisture issues, pore issues, or oily issues. I think this would be great for an oilier skin. Even the moisturizers, as I say, you can use just use one layer. It would be great hydration level for a combination oily skin, or you can layer it up or wear a serum underneath if you have drier skin. So this is I'm very impressed with how well rounded this range is, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. So thank you guys so much for watching. You can tell I'm a bit tired now, I'm starting to ramble, so I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.